more thing I want to say on the flip side of that is, remember, we talked about that whole 10 seconds, everything changes.
Yeah.
So for me, you need to use this time at your home to really think about, what else you can do, what you want to do, etc. Because literally in a day, somebody might come out and say, we have the vaccine. Everyone's going back to work. So do you really want to just go back and do the same thing? Right? Or do you want to say, okay, maybe I utilize this time to really think about it instead of get off Netflix. Although I love Netflix, get off Netflix, right? And think about, what I can do, how I can use my expertise and my abilities and what I know, and let's do something while I have this little bit of time. And it might be a smaller window than everyone thinks because no one knows, right? No one knows.
That's powerful. I agree. And, I almost want to take this time and say, you know what, everybody who's watching right now, okay, because I'm seeing it this way, because you have a lot of knowledge and you can give us guides, tips on what people can take action with right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have everybody just lift up their hands and ask, can I get a little help? Because you're about to get help here, because you might as well fix that moment. You might as well stop for a moment and say, okay, I'm here. Netflix is playing. Turn it off. Get into the game. This is your game. This is your life. This is your decision right now.
Exactly.
So, Faye, guide us through. What are some of the steps?
Okay. So for me, it's I'm most of my time I spend helping people either, with fix their businesses or change their businesses. But right now, I think, and I'm starting we're launching a new business, which is kind of related too. But one of the things that I think people always say is, oh, it's all well and good that, you telling me to switch businesses, but what am I really good at? Like, I don't do anything else, and they don't understand. Everyone out there listening doesn't understand that everyone has unique skills and abilities, and you just don't put value on it, right? You don't value those skills and abilities, and you can use those without spending any money, without, spending too much time, but you can turn those over. And so one of the first questions I always ask people, if they say, no, I don't know what I'm good at, what do people thank you for? On a regular basis, what do people thank you for? Because generally you do things for people for free because it's easy for you, right?
Yeah.
And you don't put value on it because it's easy for you. So Domingo, what do people thank you for? I'm putting them on the spot, guys.
Oh, wow. I guess one of the biggest compliments is I'm a good listener.
There you go. So what could you do with a listening skill?
Well, for example, I'm patient. I'm able to listen. I'm able to understand people's situation, and I can relate it to mine.
Right.
And I'm able to say, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And at the end of the day, I don't tell people this is what you got to do, because at the end of the day, we don't want to, even though we want to be told.
Yeah.
We don't want to be told. I've learned that the hard way.
True. Yeah. Yeah. You want the answer, but only if you like it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't want to get blamed because, so I sit there and listen, I give them options, and I help them analyze the situation. And it's amazing how many people have the answer.
Right.
And so I guess that's one of my skill sets.
So are you a consultant? Can people hire you? Can people hire you as a coach?
Yes. So that's what I'm a business strategist, right? So I look at businesses, I listen to the obstacles people face. I understand, I look at the data on what it's telling me, and I use my experience to help them make the next decision.
There you go. So I'll give you another example. So you might say, Sally, what are you good at? And she's like, what do people thank you for? Forget what you're good at. What do people thank you for? And she'll say, well, anytime they're organizing an event, they always come to me because I know exactly what to do. I know who to call. I know which halls have the best deals. I get it all done. Okay. Then she can be hired as an event planner, right? She doesn't even have to plan the entire event. She just needs to coach you through it. So people think of like a coach as being, only, business answers or life answers, but a coach can really be anything. It's a consultant, whatever you want to call it. But she's probably done that her entire life. The whole family goes to Sally when they need to do an event, right?
Yeah.
So now you take that skill and you say, okay, I can people will pay me because I do it all the time. And because I'm in the business, it's easier for us, but I'll, be stuck somewhere. Like right now I'm coding on this site we're doing, and I'm coding, and I'm not a coder, but I'm not afraid of coding. Right. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm happy to copy and figure and paste and follow direction. So, but I also know there's a point where I can't get any further. So I was talking to the person that's doing this software for us, these girls in Germany, and I said, this is great. Do you guys do this service? No, we work for the company. Okay, can you do this service? Can you do this little bit of coding for me because I don't understand it? How much is an hour worth? And she's like, $75 for 2 hours. I said, great, hired. She's never coached. She's never consulted, but I need her expertise. Right?
Love it.
So somebody might be out there right now that says, yeah, what I'm really good at is I'm good at fishing. Okay. Well, there's plenty of people who know nothing about fishing, right? Maybe they want somebody to teach them, even on a video call. Teach me what I need. Teach me what the equipment, where is the best place to go locally? How do I need to pack? What do I need to do? You don't have to do an online program. You don't have to do all. You can simply have a 1-hour conversation with somebody and say, I charge $100 an hour to guide you through what you need. And I guarantee you that there are hundreds and thousands of people there that would be like, great, click. I want to talk to this person, or give them a call. You don't need fancy equipment. You got a telephone. I'm sure you guys all have telephones. You can get video conferencing, not StreamYard, but you can get video conferencing for free, right? For a 45-minute, 60-minute call. And you can go ahead, you can e-transfer money. You don't have a merchant processor, you don't have to. So you can actually start selling what you're good at today. The trick is, what are you good at? So the start is, what do people thank you for? That's number one. Second, you can ask people, what do you think I'm good at? Ask your friends, what do you think I'm good at? They'll tell you right away, right? Like we always tell a friend, she's such a good cook. And we're like, why don't you just do like videos and sell books and, because you're good. And she's like, oh, I'm not that good. Yeah, you are. Right. But sometimes we discount it. Why do we discount it? Because it's easy for us. Right. We don't place value on things unless they're difficult. So because it's easy, you can figure out the solution, Domingo, right? For somebody, easy, right? I'm the same way. I can look at a problem. I got it. Here are the strategies you should do. But for some people, they can't see it. Yeah. Would they pay you to do it? Yes, because it's a shortcut. Would I pay somebody to learn if I wanted to fish? Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you $100. That will save me about 2 weeks of Googling. Right? So, I mean,
and I think first of all, you put it so amazingly simple. I really, I love it. Just follow, just follow what you're good at doing, and don't make it complicated. We live in a virtual world. You can do anything virtually.
Anything.
If you're good at yoga, do a video on yoga.
Right.
If you're good at fishing, find a pond. Hey guys, this is the reel I'm using. This is the line. I honestly walk in the fishing shop. I'm like, a 2-pound test, a 5-pound test, a 10-pound test. I'm like, what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
But I look for people to tell me what the difference is. Right.
And they don't value their skill set, they don't value their abilities that come naturally to them. Right. Some people are just good at things and they think it's a random thing that won't make money. So they're not going to bother. Right. And like, I do that all the time with clients. I go, well, you're really good at that. Why don't you just like sell that service? Why don't you, do a course or do a program or something, because you're just good at it. And they're like, I am. Well, yeah, I can't do it. You're good at it. Right. So like, and usually what you're good at, You notice it makes you feel like strong, right? When you do it, you feel good doing it because you know you're good at it. Even though you don't, it's not a braggy thing. You feel strong about being able to do whatever it is. You might be damn good at organizing kitchen cupboards and pantries and stuff. Guess what? There's a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah.
So if you say, I'll come in for $200 and I'll organize your whole kitchen, people will go, okay, right? Sure. Put out a sign. Go to Vistaprint. You guys know what Vistaprint is, or people that do like cheapo signs and stuff for like $10 online.
$10 business card. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on Vistaprint. Make a sign. You don't even have to be graphically inclined because they have templates, right? Make a sign that says, house cleaning, if you're good at house cleaning, and put your number on it, and then stick it in front of your own house. You know what? People call. Why? Because they're just looking for people. Yeah. That's the start. So there is literally no entry. There's no cost to enter this business. Okay, $10 for the Vistaprint sign, but you don't have to do that. You can send an email to all your friends and family that already know you and say, hey, this is what I do. I'm going to start coaching on fishing. Can you put this out for me? Can you put it on your Facebook page? Everyone will do it, right? Right. Domingo, if you told me to put something, would I do it? Of course I would. You're my friend. I'd be like, okay, here you go. Right? So you literally today, if you put a Facebook post out today and say you're doing something, someone will guarantee somebody will message you and say, oh, can you tell me more?
Yeah.
Right? Wow. Then if you love it, then it's another story. Then you can say, okay, let's framework this. Let's figure out my process. Let's get on some marketing pages. Let's get in a directory. Let's do all the stuff that propel my business forward. But what a great idea to be able to try something that doesn't cost you any money and see if the actual results come your way, right?